Last one. Quick. All right, advent calendar. Blah, 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 blah.
I don't know what face I was making. No, it wasn't. I was like, I don't know what I did. I can't even recreate it. Wait, no. I don't like to do things now because you're going to clip them in. Of me being a goblin.
Alright, so the advent calendar is a brand new Shudder original. It's been out on Shudder for like a month or something. But we finally watched it, and it is Christmas themed.
Christmas!
So it was perfect. This was definitely the time to check it out. Obviously with the title, you would,
assume
that it was
holiday themed.
But it was perfect timing for it because this was cool.
It was really cool.
I didn't absolutely love it or anything, and we watched it like a week ago now.
Yeah.
We just could not get to this review.
Because of me. It's always me. It's never him. It's just me. We watched it maybe about a week ago.
Yeah.
But I mean, I really liked it. I thought it was a really fun movie. It's very Monkey's Paw, kind of, wish gone wrong type of concept, but it was really exciting because, much like an advent calendar, it's like every day, something new is happening.
What's this movie about?
What's it about? So it's about a girl, a paraplegic, whose friend goes to Germany and brings her back for her birthday, or for Christmas rather. Her birthday? Anyway, she brings her back a German advent calendar. And an advent calendar, in case you don't know, has a little surprise or treat or goodie for each day of the month in December that you open on that day.
Up till the 24th.
Up until the 24th. And so anyway, she has this advent calendar, and each day she opens it and something kind of miraculous happens.
Mm-hmm.
But then things start to get pretty horrifying because it's, there's some rules to the advent calendar that you have to follow, which is eating every piece of chocolate that comes out, and each piece of chocolate does something, sometimes good, sometimes bad. All of them have consequences.
Sure. Yeah.
And that's the basics of it.
And I'm assuming anybody can figure out pretty quickly at what the ultimate,
what the ultimate wish is of her.
Yeah, what the ultimate reward would be. You can probably figure it out just from the description of the show. I feel like that is a very strong reason for this person to continue. Right, it's very believable to me when you lose something so vital, you want it back desperately, and you would go to great lengths. I really wish that this show played a little bit more with that, kind of her struggling with the morality of do I want this more than I want to be a good person? Right? I don't think that this hits on that as much as I would have liked it to. But overall, I think the main character is played well by our main character here. And I was definitely always completely interested and invested throughout. Now, whether or not this movie has rewatchability, would this become like a Christmas rotation kind of horror film for me, like a Black Christmas or something, a Silent Night, Deadly Night or something that people put on yearly, annually? I'm gonna go with no. I think this would be a one-time watch, but I think it's a good one-time watch. I think sometimes people knock one-time watches like, oh, that's not praise. While I can say it's not praise, I'm not like, oh my god, this is definitely one of my faves and I'll be buying this and rewatching it in the future. That doesn't take away from it being an entertaining, good time. Like, there's tons of movies throughout my life. I've seen thousands and thousands and thousands of films. I don't have fucking time to rewatch every movie.
Sure.
Right? So there's plenty of movies that I quite enjoyed that I have no interest in really going back to. Now, would I ever watch this again? Maybe.
Yeah.
But it's not something that's
Sure. I think that's also like a personal preference type of thing. Like, there's certain movies that just really resonate with you that, even if they're not like super fantastically made films. Like, you just want to rewatch them. People have comfort movies all the time. So I do think that some people might, put this into their rotation of movies they watch around the holidays.
Yeah.
I think, there's not a whole lot of... The mystery is in what is happening each day with each chocolate that's eaten. But so, you kind of get rid of that after your first watch, where you know everything that's coming. But I think it's still fun enough that it's something you could put on. Just,
Isn't one of them like a marshmallow, or is that white chocolate?
I think that's white chocolate.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really fun movie for us to watch, and we kind of... It often feels like a lot of the new horror movies that we like randomly put on tend to not turn out so well for us. Like, we get really disappointed with them. But this one I was like just happy with, how it ended, and satisfied, really. I think that the ending is actually pretty cool as well. It's, not unique, but open-ended in a way, which I liked.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the ending. There's definitely no like finality, right? There's no real answers in the ending, and I think that could definitely turn people off to it for sure. When I'm talking about it on my channel, right, or our channel now, I'm always thinking about the audience as well as myself, right? So I'm here to tell you guys whether or not I think this is worth your time, or what I think that the majority of you might lean towards. And I definitely think that, there's I shouldn't say think, I know that there's a good amount of people out there, I know from the comment sections many times now, that people don't like open-ended endings, that they do like a more, straightforward, this is what happens, they know for sure. And you're not going to really get that in this ending, and I think that could definitely be upsetting for some. So if you have that, like, I need to know what happens attitude, then this might not be the thing for you.
Disappointed.
But I think that if you're looking for a new Christmas horror film to watch during the season and you haven't seen it yet, then this is definitely one you should check out, as long as you are okay with a little bit more of an ambiguous ending. But yeah, it's a fun movie that builds pretty good mystery and suspense throughout, and you're gonna be mostly invested, even if you can kind of figure out where things are gonna end up, as far as like, oh well, she gets this chocolate, this is gonna mean this.
Yeah.
And
it's a little predictable.
It is a little bit.
But it's still fun, and you're still invested because you want to see the outcome. You want to see how it plays out.
It's like Final Destination in that way, right? It's like, that this person dies, and kind of how they die, but you want to watch them die. Right. You want to see how it unfolds, right?
Yeah.
So predictability isn't always a terrible thing.
No, that's not a knock at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Check
that's
it
that.
out.
Yeah, let us know. It's on Shudder. As always, I'm constantly pushing Shudder. I feel like
Shudder.
I'm a spokesperson for this fucking place. But they got good shit, man.
Yes.
What can I say? I'm gonna always plug the things that I think that are worth plugging. So, like you. So let's get to that. Bye!